Maybe let's stick a bit with the customer experience discussion, because I really like the way you are supporting the customer using your charging stations. From your point of view, from a Powerdot perspective, what are the biggest obstacles nowadays, and how do you aim to solve this? How is plug-and-charge maybe playing a role here as well?
So for a long time, one of the biggest adoption barriers to electric vehicles was the lack of charging infrastructure.
Indeed, yeah.
I think today, collectively with the other CPOs, we've reached a level where it's no longer an issue. You'll find charging stations wherever you go. The second barrier was reliability of the chargers, and this is something we worked on very strongly in the past few years, and we've reached a very good level of reliability now thanks to our maintenance team that's fully internalized and roaming between our chargers daily. And so now the next step to make this adoption extremely important is the user experience.
Yeah.
And this will go through plug-and-charge because you're gonna simplify it, you're gonna make it seamless. You won't need to think about how you have to start your session.
No.
So in my mind, it's really going to be a massive accelerator. And with Powerdot joining the plug-and-charge technology, we're increasing by 30% the number of charging points that are plug-and-charge enabled. So we hope that it's a real accelerator in EV adoption.
Very impressive. Thank you for sharing this with us. One more question on the customer experience. As you see, I'm really keen on understanding how this can be moved forward by all of us in the industry, right? Because you all know charging is working okay, but there's room for improvement. And you told me that as Powerdot, you also implemented a very specific detail, but I think it's quite remarkable that whatever way customers are using, plugging in first and then starting a session, or starting a session first and then plugging on later, that this is working. And I could imagine that this was quite complex from a technical perspective. So why is Powerdot focusing so much on solving these obstacles for customers, even if that creates probably some more technical complexity on the back office?
Exactly. Well, it's our job collectively, Hubject and Powerdot, to make the user experience as simple and as easy as possible. And so every friction along the way needs to be addressed and removed. And so it's up to us to make the efforts to achieve that. One of the pain points that the users have is indeed not knowing whether they should plug in first or plug in after authenticating. So this is something we had addressed by enabling both methods to work. But now with plug and charge, we actually don't need to ask that question anymore. We don't need to think about it, because you just plug in and the session starts automatically. You can walk away. So hopefully this confusion of plug in first or plug in after will disappear now that we have plug and charge. But it's been at the forefront of our priorities to smoothen the user experience, and definitely plug and charge comes to serve that purpose.